only ever had one normal office job my entire life, and I got fired after 6 months. So back in 2023, when I was a young buck, very naive, I got let go from rugby, and I was kind of thinking to myself, what the fuck do I do now? People were asking me, what job do you want to do? And I was just like, I don't know, what job do you think I should do? I was letting other people make the decision for me. People were kind of like, you're a bit of a shit talker, so maybe sales. Tech sales, to be specific. A lot of money in it, it's flexible, and it'll probably suit you. So I thought, yeah, fuck it. Because I literally didn't know the first thing about tech sales. Was tech, like, technique, technology. Turned out to be technology. Moved to Dublin, so I got my house sorted. Then I was like, next thing, job. I'll do a few interviews. It's funny because I'd never done an interview for anything before, so like my first couple of interviews, they'd be quite interesting to watch back on. After fucking doing interviews for 4 months, got a job just before Christmas of 2024. So I was gonna start after Christmas. First big boy job. I'm in the working world. I'm corporate Conor. I don't know how to dress formal. I don't wear shirts. I was wearing like a jumper, just like a woolly, like knitted jumper, jeans, Air Force. That's how I'd go into my office job. Everyone used to just kind of look at me, but I didn't really give a fuck. I just can't do the whole shirts and tie and stuff. 6 of us started at the same time, like 6 new joiners. I was kind of like, you know what? I like the social aspect of this. Few drinks after work, like manager liked me, people I worked with liked me, it was fine. Getting to the job side of things, I hadn't a fucking clue what I was doing. And I hated that I had to hop on a call in front of the whole office, because it's just normal when you're doing sales. Because I used to go into like a separate room to do the calls, I knew I was just shit. I'd hop on a call with clients and they'd be like, oh, so what am I actually buying? And I'd be like, oh, well look, funny you asked that. That's actually not my side of the house. That was my favorite phrase. That's not my side of the house. I wasn't even fucking in the house. But I was making a couple of sales. I think out of the 6 of us, I'd sold the 4th most amount. So I wasn't doing terrible. Obviously, as it goes, you're on a 6-month probation, so I'm thinking, all right, cool. Like they need workers here, because I think there was people kind of leaving. There was a big turnover of people, so like, oh, they're not going to fire any of us. I walk into this meeting, got called at like 12, I think. What do you think you've done? And I was like, yeah, done okay. You know, I've sold kind of in the middle. I've sold like the 4th most amount. You know, I could be better. Could have been a lot better, but I just said I could be a small bit better, you know what I mean? You always just throw that one in. And he was like, yeah, look, no, I get it, but you're fired. He was like, yeah, I just think, you know, you're not really a good fit for the job. Now, I think he probably just saw that like I just was really struggling to adjust to like that life, because it was so different to what I was doing beforehand. I was like, he actually liked me as well. Bit of a shock. So then he was just like, look, you can finish the day off if you want, or we can get your laptop and stuff and whatever. And I was like, you know what? Just leave it. I'll just leave. My 2 housemates are working from home, and they were like, oh, how come you're home early? And I was like, oh, well, I was actually just fired. So they're like, oh, look, we'll have a drink. Had this meeting at 12, got fired at 12:15. Was at home at 12:30. Was having a couple of beers at 1:45. You know what? We ended up having a great night out. So that was the beginning and the end of my corporate career.